The name alone carries a weight of history. Pikes Peak, the race to the clouds. For over a century, it has been a brutal laboratory for automotive and motorcycle innovation, where thin air tests man and machine to their absolute limits. Ducati's affiliation with this event is legendary. And this motorcycle, the Multistrada V4 Pikes Peak, is their ultimate homage. It's not a racer for the mountain. That's the purpose-built Desmo Sedici GP bike. No, this is something far more fascinating. A production motorcycle. Legally rideable on any street in the world, that has been injected with the DNA of that madness. The foundation is Ducati's masterpiece, the Granturismo V4, a 1158cc marvel designed not for peak power, but for usability and reliability. But here, it's been unleashed. 170 horsepower is sent to the rear wheel, but the real story is the 92 lb-ft of torque, a tidal wave of thrust available from barely off idle. But the engineers didn't stop there. The defining visual cue, the element that signals this bike's intent, is the carbon fiber. Not for show, but for go. These are full carbon aerodynamic winglets, directly inherited from Ducati's MotoGP program. At 167 mph, they generate 66 pounds of downforce on the front axle. This isn't about top speed, it's about stability. It compresses the front suspension, increasing traction and allowing you to brake later and carry more corner speed with terrifying confidence. It's race-bred technology repurposed for the canyons. To harness this power and aero, you need a chassis that is both a scalpel and a sledgehammer. The standard Multistrada's excellent skyhook system is gone, replaced by the absolute pinnacle of electronic suspension, the Öhlins Smart EC 2.0 system. This is a semi-active setup that doesn't just react to bumps, it anticipates them. Using inertial measurement units and countless calculations per second, it constantly adjusts damping to keep the 17-inch forged aluminum wheels glued to the tarmac. The riding modes, sport, touring, urban, and even a token enduro, are not mere suggestions. They are radical transformations of the motorcycle's character. In sport, the suspension stiffens, the throttle response becomes razor-sharp, and the electronic safety net widens its boundaries, trusting the rider more. It is, quite simply, the most sophisticated and effective electronic suspension package on two wheels. Surrounding the rider is a suite of electronics so comprehensive, it acts as an intelligent shield. Ducati's cornering ABS EVO ensures you can brake hard, even leaned over. Ducati traction control is seamlessly integrated, managing the immense torque exit of corners. But the genius is in the details. The Ducati Performance Cruise Control is the best in the business, smooth and intuitive. The full LED lighting is brilliant, and the 6.5-inch TFT dashboard is a masterpiece of clarity and customization, allowing you to monitor everything from tire pressure to suspension travel. So where's the catch? For a machine bearing the Multistrada name, many roads, the Pikes Peak makes a glaring confession. It is spectacularly, unapologetically focused on the road. The smooth road. The semi-active electronic suspension is non-adjustable for height, and the bike sits tall and committed. The passenger seat is a separate, unpadded unit you have to install. The term enduro mode is almost humorous on a bike with street tires and minimal ground clearance. This is not an adventure tour. This is a hyper-naked sports bike disguised as an adventurer, a supermotored on steroids. The carbon fiber elements, the fender, the air intakes, the chain guard are all in service of one thing: saving weight to achieve a power-to-weight ratio that defies its category. This is not an adventure tour. This is a hyper-naked sports bike disguised as an adventurer, a supermotored on steroids. The carbon fiber elements, the fender, the air intakes, the chain guard are all in service of one thing: saving weight to achieve a power-to-weight ratio that defies its category. This is not an adventure tour. This is a hyper-naked sports bike disguised as an adventurer, a supermotored on steroids. The carbon fiber elements, the fender, the air intakes, the chain guard are all in service of one thing: saving weight to achieve a power-to-weight ratio that defies its category. This is not an adventure tourer. This is a hyper-naked sports bike disguised as an adventurer, a supermotored on steroids. The carbon fiber elements, the fender, the air intakes, the chain guard are all in service of one thing: saving weight to achieve a power-to-weight ratio that defies its category.